We have some great discussions happening on the David Pakman Show subreddit, which you can find at davidpakman.com/Reddit. Interestingly, because of what the next story is, one user, Ethan A., says it's time David does a deep dive into QAnon. And Ethan writes, at first I understood the sentiment of not wanting to give these unfounded, insane beliefs any attention. However, that can no longer be the case. And Ethan argues that because so many people are now believing and embracing the QAnon stuff, that it's time for me to deal with it. Well, Donald Trump seems to also have embraced it yesterday during a press briefing. And so we're going to talk about it today, in fact. User Katie All the Time asks, how will the U.S. deal with the anti-vaxxers refusing the vaccine when it comes out? Saying, one of my fears once a vaccine for the coronavirus comes out is that a significant minority will refuse it. Soon the anti-maskers will turn into the anti-vaxxers and refuse the vaccine. If, let's say, 30% of the U.S. population refuses to take the vaccine, how will the U.S. respond? Well, I hate to burst what is already a very bad bubble, Katie, but 40 to 50% of Americans as of right now say they will not take a coronavirus vaccine. So I don't know the answer. For coronavirus herd immunity, based on its level of contagion, we need about 70% immunity in the United States. If 3 or 4% of the country gets the virus, you've got to get immunity and builds natural immunity, if indeed that's the way it works. You need about 65, 66% of the country to get vaccinated. If only 40% plan to, we have a real problem. I don't have an answer. Here in Massachusetts, the flu vaccine is going to be mandatory this year to attend public school. A lot of people are furious. They're saying this is opening the door to mandatory vaccination. We're going to talk about that on the bonus show, but you're completely right. And in fact, Katie, I think you are understating the problem, because it's not 30% so far that have said, I probably won't get the vaccine. It's 40 or even 50% in the polls that I've seen over the last couple of months. Ugly, ugly, ugly stuff. Join the discussion on the David Pakman Show subreddit at davidpakman.com/Reddit. That's REDDIT. Let's now deal with this QAnon stuff.